It's a beautiful day out, athletes. See plenty of sunshine, plenty of shadow, and we are walking now. We're going to do a little bit of grounding, which just means we are just out here enjoying this. But we're also going to talk about these flip-flops. Let's get to it. All right, guys, so what I have is the By River brand. I'm sure that there's other brands, but what you see, this is an acupressure sandal. So all of these little things move up and down, but they apply pressure in your foot, just like you would if you were getting reflexology, a massage, or anything else like that. So as you walk around, it adjusts and applies the pressure accordingly to your foot. These are pretty cool. I think I saw these online for probably no more than like $30, and you can pick them up in a variety of places. So I'm not giving them particularly a brand endorsement. I'm just giving you the brand name. But once again, guys, I found these at Goodwill for about $10. So the one thing that I would say with these is they are comfortable as flip-flops. They're adjustable, all that good stuff. I will also mention that these are pretty lightweight. It looks pretty thick, but it is not like a crazy heavy sort of rubber. I do have some that are built to last. They're almost like car tires. This is not that. You see the bottom. It's not a bad surface as far as that goes. But again, it's a lightweight build, but it's sturdy. I don't feel like these are going to fall apart anytime soon. I don't do a whole lot of like extra walking or things like that in these, but I think that these would still be built for a lot of usage, and really is built for a sturdy usage and a good go. So even with these, I'm not seeing any wear and tear. I've yet to see like where anything has stuck or has started to loosen or anything else like that. So again, I do like these as far as their build. I like them for being light, but I like them also for being durable. So you have the ability to do some different things. And if you look here, check this out. You can see where this is a graph. It's showing like what toe each button is on. I don't know specifically what the red is for, but it's showing you. This is a graph of the foot, guys. So it's showing you all of the areas that it is going to impact and affect. So I think that is pretty cool. I'm sure that there's a reflexology book that you would be able to look into, or even getting a brand new pair, maybe even on the website, would explain and break this down a little bit more. But it's very well thought out. It gives you some design. It gives you an education on what it's pressing according to the size. So I'm sure if you got a size that wasn't your size, it would be different, but who does that? So just make sure you find the size that's going to be correct for you and that's pressing in these certain areas, and I don't think you're going to have too many problems. Otherwise, I think it's a great idea to have put that in there with it. Education never ends. Very Velcro-y, all that good stuff. But what I found, what personally works for me, and it may go against the whole idea, but I wear socks with these. Reason being is because this pressure, it's different than what I would say is somebody giving you a massage. What the way I look at it is, it's your full body weight on these points. So sometimes, especially when you're starting off, it can be a little bit tender. That's what I found personally. Now, I'm gonna bump that up a little bit. But with the socks, it just softens it enough to where you're not necessarily feeling the hardness of the plastic, because it has to be something. Now maybe if they did like a rubber coated, it might be a little bit different, but then again, it might wear away. That's a manufacturer's issue above my pay grade. But as somebody who has bought them, as somebody who wears them, I like them. I do like them, and I like them on a regular basis. You could probably do these daily. I don't think I get to it daily, but I do use it as part of what we talk about, our big four: hydration, nutrition, exercise, and rest. This is part of rest, guys. Rest isn't just your sleep, it is your recovery from things. How are you treating yourself in the meantime? What is your therapy? So this is that. So it is acupressure. It helps kind of massage the feet. I'm sure it would help with something more serious like plantar fasciitis, things like that. So You can look into it, and it's probably very similar in treatment, where it makes your feet a little bit sore. Um, I liken it to like, if you do the golf ball or the tennis ball or the lacrosse ball where you roll it under your foot, or if you have a foot roller, sometimes it can make your foot a little bit sore. So I would recommend probably doing something like this in the evenings, or when you know that you're going to be off your feet. I'm going to cover back up. When you know you're going to be back off of your feet for a while, so you can enjoy the benefits of that therapy without doing it and then having to get up. But you also see on some of the lives where we do the stretching, where we do a lot of the foot massage, the reflexology, that press right up the middle of the foot. So this would go along. This might help quite a few of you. So again, I'm not advocating specifically for just this brand, but this brand might be the easiest one that you can find. I don't know any other company names that make them, but you could look up acupressure sandals. I saw some place where it said acupuncture, which is inaccurate because this isn't a bunch of needles. This is just the pressure points. It's just applying it at your pressure points. So let me know if you guys happen to have some, and what you think of them, if you do get some, and what you think of them, or if you're willing to try them, anything else like that. I found them again at Goodwill, and I thought that they were pretty cool, and I'm more than willing to bet that somebody got these and just didn't like how it made their feet feel. I can understand that. So I could see where somebody might get rid of these pretty quickly and say, nope, my feet don't feel good. The other thing I would say, I would caution on, is if you are heavy, if you are of a higher weight class, you might want to be careful with something like that, just so you don't end up doing too much pressure on the feet. I don't know if there's too much that you can apply. I don't know, because these have stoppers. These have stoppers at some point, so it goes, but you're still sitting on top of that hard plastic. So even though it gives, you're still sitting and pressing your foot into it. So, which is why I say, even at any body weight, just be mindful that that can be a thing that might really kind of get your feet right up front. My walk today, just out here, is going to generally be without them. I'm just going to find pretty nice little area where I can kind of walk and stuff like that, that doesn't have, hopefully, no trash, no dog litter, things like that. But me walking over here, which wasn't a long walk, just allowed me a little bit of time to get a little bit of therapy on my feet. And so generally I wear them just in the house. I wouldn't wear these like walking around or shopping or being on them for an extensive amount of time. It's kind of like the inversion table, a different sort of therapy, but I wouldn't try to hang upside down for a long time. I think that 10-15 minutes max is really what you need. Same thing. So when if I'm doing dishes, if I'm doing something around the house, doing laundry, then I'll get my socks on and I'll put those on and I'm good to go. So I'm going to leave it at that, guys, but let me know what your thoughts are on something like this. I had never seen these before, so how cool is this? I've had them for at least like 5 or 6 months now, and I do enjoy them. And my enjoyment has appreciated. It's gone up. It hasn't lessened. So I like them the more that I have them. And if these were to ever become faulty, or if I were to lose them or what have you, I would seek out another pair. For sure. So that would be my recommendation. Let me know what you guys think, and we will leave it at that. But in the meantime, I'm going to get out here. Look at, guys, beautiful day. Beautiful day. Get out, get some sun, get some vitamin D, get it on your skin, get outside here and just enjoy being out in nature. Get connected, get out of it. And this is why we say the world is a gym, guys, because there's no artificial light here. There's no recycled air. And you have you are the equipment. So consider this nature's tanning bed, if you so choose, or however you choose to get it. But sunshine is good for mood, helps stave off depression. You're getting a lot of good stuff going on, guys. Don't stay out and cook yourself, but enjoy it for what it is. So I hope this finds everybody in your place. Pursuit or beginnings of total health, mind, body, and soul. And like we like to say, HWPO, that means hard work pays off. And this is the Impact Athletics Association. And you know what? Wow, subscriptions and videos. So stick around.